What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So a couple of updates for you guys today. I'm just gonna wrap it up in this one video. It's basically the S1000RR. I did some things to it and the van. So let's start with the S1000RR. We'll start with the front. I just added a couple of things. Very important stuff. Basically is the Evotech radiator and oil cooler guard. This is very easy to install on the S1000. So compared to a V4, a Panigale or V4R, this is like super easy. You just remove the bottom belly pan and you have access to everything. What else did I add? I added some spools, of course. I'm using a PSR rear stand, and of course the main thing here is the Futurist Moto tail tidy integrated with the turn signals and brake light. So S1000RR uses the turn signal as the brake light, so it's always just these two lights. There's no third brake light. So this is just it's really nice. So let me turn it on for you guys to see what it looks like. Really bright. Really bright. Yeah, you see the flashers. So it just blinks like that. Yep. I use this same brand on my Panigale V4R. So of course I'm doing the same thing here. It's just the best quality, I would say. It's CNC machined. It's not a flimsy metal. I did the tucked license plate mount. You can do a 90-degree one. He offers both. So check out the website. I think he makes mounts for other bikes other than Panigale and S1000RR, but I could be wrong. But I have those two bikes, and that's my experience from that brand. So really nice quality. And what else did I do? The thing I like about the S1000RR, this generation S1000RR, is it's so easy to work on it. So I don't want to jinx it, but it's really easy to work on in terms of like the tail tidy. It's I think they designed it so that it's easier to remove when you're on a racetrack or track day. So the wiring of the Futurist Moto tail tidy is basically integrated as OEM. So it's plug and play. You don't have to splice anything. License plate light and the turn signals are on these sides. So you just disconnect the original one from here, disconnect it from here, disconnect it from, unplug the connectors and fish it out. So there's screws underneath to remove the original fender, right? And then the Futurist Moto tail tidy just clamps into place and is held on top here. There's a bolt here that you remove, and then you replace it with their bolt. And this plate right here holds the rest of it. It's super easy. So it almost looks like it's OEM, and it's very clean wiring, plug and play. Not a sponsored ad, by the way. It's just the best solution I've found. I used to use the NRC, which is not bad, but in terms of like quality, it kind of matches the craftsmanship of the bike. Anyway, let's move on to the van. But other than that, let's take one look at the S1000RR with the tail tidy. That's how it's supposed to look, like without the fender. It just looks much better. I also got, I didn't include it in here, I also got turn signals from Futurist Moto, but I haven't installed it because I'm riding on the street right now, and this is just a turn signal. Unfortunately, on the S1000RR of this generation, the turn signal is integrated to the mirror. So I'm using this. I'm gonna use this for track. Basically, this is gonna be my block off, my mirror block off. But look at the quality. It's CNC machined LED light, and it's also plug and play. So I ran this setup with Futurist Moto on my V4R as well. So, but that was mainly a track bike for me. This is probably gonna be a track bike for me as well, but for now, since it's the off season, I didn't install it yet because I'm going to be riding it on the street, putting some miles on it, etc. So there's that. I'm just going to keep it here in this box. Really nice packaging. I can't recall if the packaging was like this when I got my V4R. because when I got my V4, I think he was just earlier on making these things, or not, but I can't recall getting a red box like this. This is really like high quality packaging. I just took off all the stuffings and stuff like that. So anyway, let's move on to the van. I don't think I missed anything here. I added some Amazon off-brand tank grips. I'm trying these out. They look really, really good. They're not very aggressive like a stomp grip, but they do grip even on jeans and normal pants. So I don't know how they are on a track with leathers, but right now they seem pretty good. I have tech spec just in case they don't work. I will replace it with a tech spec, but for now they're good. I added a bling reservoir sock from Alpha Racing there. Everything else came original with the bike, so it has the billet pack and the M package, which is the rear sets and all that stuff. Okay, finally the van. A lot of cleaning actually, a lot of cleaning with this van. I removed the hubcaps because it's just the hubcaps was ugly anyway, so I just removed it. I did the oil change, very easy. The only issue, I mean, I would say it's an issue because the drain plug is like in the back of the oil pan, which is like super hard to reach from the front. You have to kind of jack the van a little bit so that you can reach back there and you can't really see it. I wish they had it facing forward or to the side of the engine. I don't know. It's just, it is what it is. So I have to like basically make sure I have to like, I don't have a lift. It will be easier if you had a lift or a ramp, but easy to do. I basically did all the tune-up parts for this, except for I think it would need some new mounts, motor mounts, transmission mount maybe. There's a shutter when you're starting out, where like when you're starting to drive or you're in idle, there's a little shake. So I don't know if that's, I think that's mounts. So they're very cheap. They're $58 for the 3 sets of mounts that you can buy for this. So I just bought it anyway. $58. You get the 2 engine mounts and the 1 transmission mount. Let's just get those replaced. We ordered a new headlights, a new bumper, and a lot of miscellaneous kind of trims here and there. So let's just open this up. I did some cleaning. So this shelf right here, sorry if it's dark. This shelf right here is like like an overhead shelf. I cleaned every single part of the van, but once I looked into here, there's like gunk like in the inside that I like, it's like stuck on the plastic. So I think it's like food that kind of like just fused itself to the plastic or some kind of candy. I was like, oh my god, like I had to unbolt this whole piece, remove it, and it's so gross because it got into my tools and my scraper tool and all that stuff, and it's just like, damn, I just can't. Okay, so like, just I try to keep this rant a little bit short. I know this is a work van. I'm expecting too much, but I just kind of have, like a standard where I know like it's a vehicle, it's a utility vehicle, but I'm not gonna leave food just sitting around and causing ants or whatever in your car, because you're in there, you're using it and you're breathing it all in. I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, I'm expecting too much. It's just kind of like it's one of those hopeless kind of things. Like you're being frustrated over something you can't change. It's just people, human nature. But I just want to say that like it doesn't take that much effort to clean out, like clean stuff. Like I spilled something, let's just clean it. There's that. I just want to give you guys an update. I think the van is like in almost trustworthy condition where I can like do long drives with it. Cosmetic is not a priority. It's just I'm doing that as I go, but mechanically I think it's sound. Crossing my fingers on that. Before I do any major camping trips with it, I mean, I can trust it with track days duty right now. Once I get my Pitbull TRS system, I'm gonna be working on that, and I'll bring you guys along. But I think going down the track is just a straight shot from the freeway, and it's good enough for that. But camping is a lot more variable, so I need to get it like maybe checked out by a mechanic just overall, just to see if everything is actually really good, for me to trust it for that. So that's kind of like where I'm at with this van. Yeah, so I did the air filter for the engine, cabin air filter. I added that. It didn't have one. I think most all of these didn't have cabin air filter, and when I opened the area, the cabin air filter box, it's full of like dirt and mud, and it's like you're breathing those in. It's crazy, like how that's the system that they did for this. It's just basically open air, and it's just dust going in to the cabin. You're breathing it in. So it's just, I put a filter in there that actually they sell it, and it says it fits Transit Connects, but why don't they always just come with one? I don't know. So maybe the passenger ones come with one. So anyway, yeah, so I did that. All the filters are changed. Oil is changed. The tires are new. They're 2023. I really just want maybe like cleaner looking wheels. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, I'm shopping like tire rack or something for some cheap set. Nothing crazy, because this is all visual. Everything works. Visual, like the paint job is gonna be the last thing. So once everything is done, everything that I needed to do is done, I will tackle that paint situation. Once I change the bumper, it's gonna stay like just unpainted, and it's just black or the default plastic color, and then it's fine. It's as long as it's fitting better than this one. The bumper I bought actually has fog light holes. This one doesn't, so that's kind of interesting. So I bought fog lights, LED bulbs for this, LED fog lights for this, and then it's gonna be a new bumper, a new grille. It's gonna look so fresh. So I hope everything works out. I also bought like the missing valence skirt right here, the air thing, and yeah, I'm just excited to. I don't know why I've been looking for this van for so long, and I'm just really excited to have it. And now I'm like throwing so much money into it. I know I have a perfectly good Jeep. It's just that the capabilities of just being able to sleep inside the van at the end of the day, or at camp at the end of the day without setting up anything, is just what I always dreamed about doing. It's too bad it's not a 4x4 Sprinter where I can off-road with it, but there's a lot of places you can go to without having the need for a 4x4 four-wheel drive. So maybe even just oversize the tire a little bit, or get some all-weather tires. All weather, right? Yeah, all terrain. What am I doing? Yeah, I'm working on too many projects, so just my brain is kind of scrambled. All terrain tires might just do the trick for this. Just oversize it a little bit. Maybe it's 205 right now. Maybe, I don't know, 215 or something like that. I don't know what the next size is. 225s. Is that too big? I don't know. So there it is. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys on the next video. If you guys have any questions about, or tips about the van for me, let me know. Also, anything else you want to talk about, just let me know in the comments. And you can follow me on Instagram too. I try to post progress and stuff like that with projects. I don't know if anyone cares, but anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.